This is my Zeahlot Ultimate Iron Man, Sir Zeahlot. I'll be attempting to take on the Chambers of Xeric and the Fortis Colosseum, all while staying within Zeah. I'll have access to Great Kourend, the Kebos Lowlands, and the Kingdom of Varlamore. My knowledge of Zeah is not that great in comparison to the mainland, and I know next to nothing about Varlamore. I've also never played an Ultimate Iron Man before, so this should be interesting. This is Sir Zeahlot. Welcome back to another episode of Sir Zeahlot. Last episode we were getting our construction level up to build the pet house to store the phoenix pet that we got that was very unexpected from Wintertodt. But this episode we are going to continue with some more construction training. We need to get to level 44 to build the fancy dress box to store the random event outfits that we're going to get, because when we get the full set then we just get XP lamps when we get those same randoms again in the future. And I have about 114 teat logs on me, so we are going to use them up and see what level we get to. We won't get all the way to 44 because we need about 300-ish planks for that, but we'll just see how far we can get and then we'll decide how to train construction in the future. So we are just going to be building some teak armchairs for the time being, and I'll see you once we've built some more of these. And there is level 40 construction. We have a couple more planks left to do, so I'm just going to go and unnote those and go to the sawmill, turn them into planks, finish up these logs, and then we will figure out what we're doing next. We are just about to turn the last of our teak logs into teak planks here, and I think we're going to go and pick up an axe from Perry, I think his name is, because I think we're going to go back to Wintertodt after this, just because actually cutting logs and turning them into planks is super expensive. I spent a lot of my GP already just on the few teak planks that I was making. So I think we're going to buy an axe. I don't think I'm going to spend the 40k on the rune one. I think that seems a bit excessive. I think I'm just going to buy an addy one for the time being. That hopefully speeds up the chopping a little bit. But we're going to go and build the rest of these teak planks into chairs and then go back to Wintertodt to try and finish up level 44 construction. Just opening up a supply crate on the construction grind here, just to see what we're going to get. Oh, no way! No fucking way! We just got a fucking Tome of Fire on our 10th ever crate. What the hell is going on? I don't know what to say. It's been 10 crates at Wintertodt. We're level 76 fire making. And we have a phoenix pet, a tome of fire, warm gloves, and a pyromancer garb. We haven't even got the full outfit yet. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're going to put the burnt pages in that to save an inventory slot. And that is actually fantastic because it means a lot of things. The Tome of Fire requires level 50 magic to equip and is useful for a couple of reasons. It can be charged with burnt pages, and when it has at least one charge, it acts as an infinite source of fire runes. This means I can use a Tome of Fire with a Staff of Air to cast fire spells, and it will save me an inventory slot because I won't need fire or air runes. This is also really useful for casting spells such as High Level Alchemy and Superheat. I can just have the Tome of Fire equipped, have some nature runes, and just cast that all day long, and because that's not a combat spell, it won't actually use up any charges. The other benefit of the Tome of Fire is that when I do cast fire spells on the standard spellbook, it actually increases my damage by 10%, consuming a charge when it does so. This, along with a solid +8 magic attack and defense bonus, make the Tome of Fire a very useful item for me, and I cannot believe I've got it at such a low KC. I just cannot believe that just happened. I'm still in shock a little bit. I am going to go and deal with all the supplies that we got from this crate as well, and then go back, and I think we're going to do one more Wintertodt game because we are 1.6k off 44 construction, and then we can build the storage on our house to store the random event outfits. And yeah, then we've pretty much completed Wintertodt, so we'll carry on with this, and we'll do one more round, and then I'll meet you back when we open the final crate. And there is level 19 herblore coming in from the guams that we got from that crate. And I've actually thought about this, and we don't even need to go back to Wintertodt to get this construction level. We got 39 teat logs from that crate, so we can literally just go and turn those into planks now and get the construction level we need. So I'm off to the sawmill to do just that. So this should be the final chair to get us to level 44 construction, which is what we need to build the fancy dress box. That is amazing. So we're going to come here, build, and we're going to find the costume room, I believe it's called. If we can find it here, there it is, 50,000 coins. So it is a big chunk of money, but it is definitely worth it because we are an Ultimate Iron Man. We are going to need all of that storage at some point. And we're going to come here, build the fancy dress box. And I've just realized we actually need oak planks to do this. Let me go grab some of them real quick. Okay, take two. We have got the oak planks now. We should now be able to build the oak costume box. And this is going to be good because it means we should be able to store our random event outfits. So I'm going to store the zombie shirt. Yes, I don't really care about withdrawing it again. And I'm going to put in the zombie hat and the zombie boots as well. And this is basically great because it means that once we get the full set of each outfit, then those random events in the future will just give us XP lamps as rewards instead. For the zombie one, all I've got left is the trousers and the gloves, and I can actually get 2 pieces at a time per random, and I've already unlocked both of the zombie emotes, so that's going to be great. I also do have a piece of Beekeeper's legs. I'm going to hold on to them for the moment just because the current fancy dress box can only store 2 outfits, and I have a lot of zombie outfit pieces, that's why I deposited these, but if I get, for example, more camo outfit pieces before I finish the beekeepers, and I've stored the beekeepers, it won't let me store anything else. So I'm going to hold on to the beekeepers legs because I don't need anything else in the leg slot right now, and then we will just deposit those as we get them. But the next goal for the account, I believe, is going to be actually to go and get 55 fishing and 27 hunter. Now, the reason I want to do these is because of the final 2 exceptions that we're going to be making on this account. We will be leaving Zeah one last time, but I want to sort of make it the final time we leave and do both of these things at once. The first thing is going to be to get 27 hunter to do Eagle's Peak, and that is because I need to do that in order to use box traps, and I also need it in order to complete the At First Light quest. I also want to do 55 fishing before we go and do Eagle's Peak as well, because that means that I can unlock the Barbarian training for fishing. And I want to do that because it means that I can then use Barbarian fishing and the Barbarian rod on mulch. If I ever go and choose to do any of the fishing on mulch, then I can basically get the points to unlock the Pearl Barbarian rod and use that there. So I'm not sure whether I actually do want to go and use that as a method in the future, but I'd like to have the option available to me, and it's all sort of roughly around the same area. So the plan now is to go and get 55 fishing, get 27 hunter, and then go and do Eagle's Peak and the Barbarian training for fishing. So I've just come to Port Piscarius and I'm just AFKing some lobsters to get my fishing level up, and we did just get a beekeeper event and we got the beekeeper's boots, which I'm going to pop on for now. That means we've now got 2 parts of the set, and we did actually get an XP lamp as well, which we're going to put on Slayer, and that is going to be level 15 Slayer. We can now kill banshees, which means we can actually go to the catacombs and kill banshees for their drops, mainly herbs and a few other bits and pieces, so that is an option that is available to us when we need those supplies. But for now, it's going to be continuing on with some fishing. And there is a level 55 fishing. We can now go and unlock Barbarian training for fishing when we want to. But before we do that, we are going to go and get ourselves level 27 hunter. We are currently level 22, and we're going to go do this in a little bit of a peculiar way. That's right, we have come to Chambers of Xeric, and we are going to take down Ulm and get our... No, we're not going to do that. I have come to Chambers of Xeric, though, because what I've done is I've reloaded the raid until the first room is a room that has bats in, because these bats actually give Hunter XP, and I wanted to give this a go to see just how fast or slow this is going to be. Now, at the moment, I can catch these guanic bats, but they only give 5 XP each. I can also catch the Prail bats at level 15 hunter, and they give 9 XP each. So if this is a little bit slow, I might end up trying to find the next tier of bats up. But for now, I'm just going to chill here for a little bit, and I'm going to see how sort of quick this is. It does mean that, you know, I'm not standing there waiting for birds to try and sit on the trap and then just dismantling it anyway. So we'll see how this goes, and hopefully we can get ourselves up to 27 hunter. And there is level 23 Hunter coming in. This isn't too bad, and I was actually mistaken. The Prail and Guanic bats both spawn, so you can see there's a Prail one here and a Guanic one here, so they sort of seem to spawn randomly, both of them. And there is quite a bit of running around in this room to catch them sometimes if I'm failing, but it's all good because I can literally just come over to this energy well here and top up my run energy to 100. There's level 24 Hunter, level 25 Hunter coming in, level 26 Hunter, and there is level 27 Hunter. I would not recommend anyone do this, to be honest with you. I thought it would be nice not having to just sit and wait for birds to land on a trap, but this is so tedious. Sometimes you catch them instantly, sometimes you fail on them like 12 times in a row, and you just want to not be here anymore, physically and metaphorically. But it is finally done. I do not think I'll ever be coming back here to do this method. It's probably good at some of the early levels, but yeah, no, I think I've learnt my lesson here. But we do now have the 27 Hunter and 55 Fishing. So we are going to go and do the final exceptions of the account. We're going to leave Zeah and we're going to go and do Eagle's Peak. And we're going to go do the Fishing Barbarian training. So I will be right back with either of those things completed. And there is the Eagle's Peak quest completed. We're going to get 2.5k Hunter XP, which is a nice bonus, giving us 29 Hunter. But the main two reasons we wanted to do this quest is, first of all, a little while ago, Jagex changed it so that you cannot use box traps without at least doing part of this quest. It used to be that you could just use box traps, and then to combat bots, they introduced this quest as a requirement for them. That means we can actually use box traps on Zeah to catch Grey Chin Chompers so we can train our ranged. And the second reason that I wanted to do this quest was because it is a requirement for the At First Light quest, which is a quest in Varlamore that actually unlocks Hunter Rumors, which I have done a little bit of calculating and found out that there is a way, if I get lucky, to actually use the blocking system to make sure that all of my rumors are on Zeah somewhere. That is going to come down to RNG at the end of the day, but I thought it would be nice to be able to give it a shot at least and train a bit of Hunter through Hunter Rumors. The next thing that we need to go and do on the final part of our exception being off of Zeah is to go and complete the first part of the Barbarian training. So we have got the Barbarian Rod from under Otto's bed, and I actually can't do this yet because I don't have the strength or agility levels. So it would appear that I have massively miscalculated this plan, and unfortunately we cannot do the fishing part of the Barbarian training until we have level 15 agility and level 15 strength. It also turns out that you only need 48 fishing for the Barbarian Rod fishing. You need 55 for the barehanded fishing, which I don't actually need on Zeah. The main reason that I was going to go for this was because if I do aerial fishing on Mulch Island, I can save up 150 Mulch Pearls and buy a Pearl Barbarian Rod, which will let me use Barbarian Fishing on Zeah to be able to train my agility a little bit. Now, I'm not sure if I was going to do this, but it's nice to have the option open. But as we actually can't do it yet, I'll have to decide whether we make another exception in the future to come back and unlock this, or if we just say this is the last one and we're not going to leave Zeah again. But the next thing on the list of goals to do, regardless of the Barbarian Fishing, is going to be to go and train our agility at the Shadian course, because I want to go and do the Depths of Despair quest. So we've done Eagle's Peak. That's very nice. We're going to forget that this second part ever happened, and we are going to go and get on with some agility in the Shadian area. It's nice to be back at home on Zeah, and we are going to be training agility at the Shadian course all the way up to level 18 so that we can do the Depths of Despair quest. I want to do this quest because it unlocks under the memoir page, which will let us teleport to Hosidius a little bit easier, and it is also a requirement for the Kingdom Divided quest. We're going to get a little bit of agility XP and some money from it as well, so that's a nice little bonus. So I will see you back when we have trained our agility level up, and there is level 2 to start us off. One little funny thing as well to mention is that you'll notice here we actually do get marks of grace from this agility course, and I can pick them up, but there is no point in me doing this because we actually have no use for them. We cannot trade them in because we cannot leave Zeah, so they are just going to sit there on the ground and go to waste, but that's not a problem. We don't need graceful. We'll just struggle. And there is level 18 agility. We can now go and do the Depths of Despair quest. In this quest, we are going to have to fight a level 36 sand snake. I'm told there's a safe spot. Whether or not we'll find it is another matter entirely. So I'm going to go buy some runes so that we can hopefully safe spot this snake, and I will see you during the quest. Okay, so it is time to try and kill this sand snake. I'm a little bit worried about how this is going to go, but we can try. I think the safe spot we're going to try is we need to run up to here and then run back and get it caught on this corner here. So we are going to try and do that without getting one hit. Let's give it a go. So we're going to run up to here, bring it up to here, come around here, and then come around here, and then stand here. And I think that should be the safe spot done. Yes, looks to be. Okay, brilliant. So we are going to kill this sand snake, and then we're going to go turn in the quest. And there is the Depths of Despair quest completed. Got a little bit of agility XP there. Let's see what level that's going to get us. Up to level 21 agility. Very nice. We also do get another page for our book here. So this is going to unlock teleports to Hosidius. That is the wrong book. That is the book we want. There we go. Beautiful. So that is that quest completed. And there are 2 more quests that I want to complete next. The problem we have is that they require a little bit of combat training. Tale of the Righteous requires level 16 strength and the ability to defeat a level 46 corrupt lizard man without the use of safe spots. And Twilight's Promise involves me being able to kill 8 level 34 cultists and a level 81 Knight of Varlamore. So it's finally time to start training our combat stats, but what are we going to be training on? The obvious answer for training in Zeah is sand crabs, which I will be using at the lower levels, but they don't really drop anything useful for me. Because of this, I'll be moving on to big frogs as soon as I can. They have a 1 in 18.29 chance of dropping 4 nature runes, and I'm going to be needing a lot of nature runes in the future. They're pretty hard to come by on Zeah, so if I start building up a stockpile of them now from the frogs, I'll be ready for when I unlock spells like high level alchemy. On the side of this, I'll also be doing some farming runs, mostly with Marantils, and so I'll be killing unicorns from time to time to be able to get their horns and make anti-poison potions to get some Herblore XP as well. I'm going to go spend all my cash on runes to train magic, and I'll be using defensive casting to get some early defense levels so I can move on to the frogs sooner. I'll then move on to training my melee, and finally I'll be using all the arrows that we've made to get some range levels too. The Fortis Blacksmith sells armor and weapons up to adamant, and Daryl's Ranging Surplus sells bows and arrows if we need to restock on anything. So with all that said, it's time to go and kill stuff. And there is level 45 range coming in. I feel like this is a good time to take a break from training and go and do the Tale of the Righteous quest. We are up to level 40 attack, strength and defense, level 45 ranged, level 41 magic, level 45 HP. We're nearly 50 combat, and we've actually got up to level 21 prayer just from burying all the bones from these frogs. We did also get up to 23 herblore, just making some anti-poison potions on the side, doing farm runs in between going and getting food and things like that. We've also got a little stack of 205 nature runes, which is going to be nice in the future when we want to use that for alks or superheat. We've also got 78 cosmic runes. Not sure what I'm going to do with these yet, but they're nice to have. I may end up just selling them though. And you might notice that my inventory is rather cluttered with a lot of XP randoms. I wanted to sort of save all these until I'd finished training so we can redeem them all at once. And so that is what we're going to do now. The XP book actually gives 15 times your level XP, and these only give 10, so we are going to start with these because we should be getting some levels here. So we're going to put these on Slayer. That first one is going to get us to level 16 Slayer, and then we'll put the rest on there as well. That is going to get us up to level 17 Slayer, and we'll put the book on there as well. That's not going to get us another level just yet, but it does mean we're 28 XP off level 18 Slayer, and we've just hit 900 total level, which is super nice. And I think I'm a lot more confident that we can kill the corrupt lizard man now, so I am going to go and get the items that I need for the Tale of the Righteous quest, and we'll go and complete it. Okay guys, so this is the lizard man fight. I actually forgot that I ran out of Haralander seeds, so not Haralander seeds, Marantil seeds, sorry, so I actually couldn't make an anti-poison for this fight, which is a little bit distressing, but I think we're just going to stick with ranged and see how we do with this. I don't think it does any crazy like spawning minions or anything like that, like the other lizardmen shamans do. So I think we're going to be okay here, but just with some lobsters. I'm just hoping that the poison doesn't do a ton of damage and it doesn't last for too long, because otherwise I'm just going to have to eat food and I might run out. And it looks like it's only doing 3 damage with the poison, which is nice. This should be the lizardmen dead. There we go. Not too bad. And I'm actually going to pick up this Zerican fabric because I get 3 from this, and I believe I can actually use that to make myself a Zerican hat for training magic in the future. So that's nice. Otherwise, I'd have to go and kill normal lizardmen for it. So we've killed the corrupted lizardman, and we are going to move on with the rest of the quest. Whilst I'm handing in the quest in the Shazian area, I can actually grab all the items I need to make myself this Zerican hat. So I'm going to grab a needle from this little tent here, and we're going to grab this thread from the clothes store floor here, and that means that we can use that on that, and we can make ourselves a Zerican hat. And I must say, we look pretty fine. That's going to give us a little bit of a magic bonus when we do train magic again, and we are not currently using our head slot, so I will take that for now. Let's go finish the quest. And there is the Tale of the Righteous quest completed. We're going to get 8,000 GP from that, and the teleport page for our book that's going to be able to teleport us to Shazian. So let's put that in there for us. Also going to give us another 20 charges, which is very nice. I still don't think we're quite ready to do the Twilight's Promise quest yet. I think we are going to need overheads to do that. But I do have a plan on how we're going to get 43 prayer. However, you're going to have to wait until next time for that, because we are going to wrap this episode up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and leave a comment. I do read every single one. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.